Thank you, everybody who's been a part of Free Plugin February. It has been an insane month, reviewing 28 plugins in 28 days. This is the last plugin of this month. Gotta finish off strong. This is the Monique VST. It's a blend of like a synthesizer and an arpeggiator. As you can already see, this is going as I'm talking. I've actually not reviewed this plugin yet, and for any synthesizer, I'd like to basically try it out dry in terms of me not knowing what to expect. I pull it up and basically test out everything live on camera. This one, though, has gotten good reviews, and so I'm really excited to try it out. So let's start with a preset, as I typically do with a lot of synths, and then go into the GUI and make our own preset, or basically own sound. Let's do it. Ooh, I'm gonna turn this down. So as you can see, what's weird is it seems already a bit CPU intensive. Yeah, my CPU isn't kind of going that crazy. Wow. So, as you can see, it's lagging a little bit. That could be my filming equipment, but also could be the synth itself, because there's a lot going on here visually. However, that is a great start. So, let's keep going. Now, what I like it down here, it seems I can make this bigger or smaller, so I like that. I love it when plugins allow me to do that, because I hate some plugins that almost, the GUI's like off screen. And look down here, I can kind of adjust the octave. Let me do this real quick. So really good sound quality on these presets so far. I've only done 2, I guess, but... So a lot of different features you can already tell within a lot of these presets, where I've also some oscillators here, filter inputs, filter envelopes, and configurations here in terms of the effects. But I think especially because it adds an arpeggiator to it, it allows you to get super customizable. And I've noticed that for some presets on some synthesizers, it's just the sound, and that's it, as ways that is to word it that way. But I feel like for this one, there's a lot of depth. And that's one thing I've noticed since, I don't know if there's a better word for that, but on a lot of synths, I've noticed that one good way you can differentiate between a good or a bad synth, or a high quality one and a low quality one, is the amount of depth within each preset or sound that you can make in terms of all these different elements you can affect. So you can just, this one, you know, especially the first one, they can hear all those subtle things happening in the background. So for ambient, I feel like I'm surprised when it was mono. I think especially for bass sounds, anything like dubstep related, or any bass genre, this one's definitely the way to go. Let's kind of skip ahead. We just did ambient, so let's kind of... So it is lagging a bit, which is kind of annoying. How am I doing on the actual... Alright, so it's still, yeah, so I think it is this plugin, because this is the only one running. The CPU is unfortunate. That is something I definitely have to take into effect, I think, or take into effect, especially, like, say, I have nothing else on my Ableton program here. So if this is already kind of having some CPU issues, it's a little bit unfortunate. I think it's because the GUI, there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm wondering if there's a way I can turn this all off. There probably is, being honest. Just to make it easier, but... So it's kind of cool if I do this and I leave it alone. It seems like it gives you a little, like, help info of what, like, if I do this. Well, I just had it. Let me see. Do I have to, like, leave it for a couple seconds? Oh, there it is. Yeah. This is kind of cool, actually, that it actually gives you some kind of information about it. I actually really like that. That's very useful. So let's now do some bid. The high end on these, a lot of these is pretty sharp, so definitely some heavy post EQing. Actually, for like a gritty, like super heavy dubstep song, that actually is a really good preset. Like I said, the depth on a lot of these presets are excellent. lot of these are so weird. But I like that. I like weird in a good way. Weird in a good way. Like, this one I actually feel like I'd use because a lot of times for me, my main synths I go to are Serum. I still use Serum. I'm slowly moving more towards Vital because obviously Vital's incredible. But I still use Serum, I say, most of the time. However, though, this is a synth I'd probably actually use in some cases over those two. For some of these presets that it has, some of them are, like I said, the EQ swing here. Definitely a lot of post EQ. Like, if I even pull up, let me see. Like, this area here definitely needs some ducking for a lot of these. Factory default, yeah. Catafax. Leader. I'm just gonna... These are actually, I think a lot of these would be kind of cool as their own, like, melody line in any track. Because that's the one thing I say about this particular synth is that it's heavy, obviously, you know, hence the arpeggiator right here. It's heavy, I think, on sequencers. The standalone sounds are okay, I feel like. They're not bad, but just... But I feel like the sequence ones are super, like I said, super depthful. Is that a word? Super intricate. I'll use that instead. Is depthful a word? I don't know, actually. Lost in FM space. Oh, thanks for the Vice definitions update. Sweet. I feel like that always happens when I'm reviewing these plugins. That happens a lot. Morpheus. Alright, so we've heard a bunch of these. I'll do one more. Let's do woo hoo hoo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. See, man, that sharpness, like... Alright, so I'm gonna... Alright, so let's initialize a preset right now. Alright. And let's see what we can kind of do here. So, I'm just trying to figure out how I can do the routing. Because like any synth, I feel like where you can... So this is where it's going to get kind of... So this is where I can send it to, it looks like. So we have... Oh, man, it's glitching up a lot. And it's kind of annoying. And then you can just... So adjust the wave, the phase. Oh, I can do FM or wave. Oh, that's kind of cool. Looks like we have 3 different oscillators as well. This one turned on though. Looks like. Oh, so this looks like. Filter envelopes here. I'm not hearing this one though. Trying to see which this has turned on. This one doesn't. How do I turn you on? Oh, that's cool. I can sync it up. You know, I'm gonna pick actually this is kind of a cool pro tip, especially if you're starting to learn a synthesizer, is you pick an already made sound. So I'll pick like an automated one, which actually I think is my favorite, the one we started off with. And then that way, what I can do is kind of backwards deconstruct. It just crashed, I think. Or no. Oh my god, David G, go away. You're not a plugin. You're not a VST. Maybe someday, actually. Right, so we have the arpeggiator here, so it looks like I can click out. So I can click these. This kind of activates the arpeggiation. So even that alone, you can kind of click around and kind of mess it up. You have speed and syncing. So if I want to sync to my DAW, I can. Or if I want to do it on my own, then we can kind of adjust the speed here. The problem is, see, it's lagging so much. Even adjusting anything on this one is a little tricky. Man, that's kind of annoying. So this is the envelopes for each. it looks like it goes across like that, like horizontally, which is cool. I think that's very intuitive. If I'm here, and then this is the morph mixer, so we can edit this here. A lot of unique kind of settings you can adjust with this one. So it looks like it. So this is one I definitely have to mess around with more. In terms of a rating, I think I'm going to give this one a 4.9 out of 5. Just because everything about the sound quality and everything is phenomenal. I think, honestly, probably one of my favorite sequencer / arpeggiation style plugins I've actually ever used. However, the CPU usage, unfortunately, is something that I heavily factor into. I wonder, though, like I said, under setup or something, if I actually can turn this off. Oh, we have themes. Oh, whoa, okay, that's cool. Okay, I like that. I thought for a second that said YOLO. Actually, okay, wait, so I turn these off. It seems like it's running a little bit faster, but I wanna, so I can adjust all these different things here. That's kind of cool, actually. So it's cool that you can adjust the theme heavily. I like that, but I wonder if there's a way, though. Oh, and I can even adjust this here. Oh, I didn't even see that, actually. Wow. So I can look at this. Is there a way to make that bigger, actually? And can I manipulate this, or is it more just visual? See, now it's not even... See, now, see, it's lagging a little bit more, actually. You know what? I think I'm going to bump this one up to like a 4.99 out of 5. So, basically a perfect rating, just minus the whole CPU usage element. I mean, it is a factor to consider, and like I said, this is the only thing running. I am recording this video, of course, so that is something to keep in mind, but I guarantee even if I wasn't recording this video, if I had other stuff running in a project, it might be a huge, huge hindrance to me making some sounds. However, though, when it comes to the arpeggiation and the sequencing, this plugin is insane.